everyone. Welcome to Bruhan Mumbai Municipal Corporation's Virtual Training Center, and I am Mrs. Nehal Kodambe, your English teacher from VTC. Let's begin with today's session.
Hello my dear students, welcome to today's session. See children, what can you see in this picture? You must have played this game when you were in standard first or second. Okay? मराठीमध्ये बघा आपण कानगोष्टी नावाचा एक खेळ खेळतो. एकाने एक वाक्य सुरुवात करायची आणि ते वाक्य दुसऱ्याच्या कानात बोलायचं. आणि असं करत करत जितकी मुलं त्या खेळात पार्टिसिपेट होतात त्या सगळ्यांनी पुढच्या प्लेयरच्या कानात ते वाक्य सांगत जायचं आणि मग सगळ्यांच्या कानात सांगून झाल्यानंतर शेवटच्या मुलांनी ते वाक्य मोठ्याने उच्चारायचं. The last player will be utter that sentence loudly and then you enjoy that game. Okay? Because it is a game, we take it very sportingly. त्याने ते शेवटचं जे मुलगा जो वाक्य उच्चारेल ते काहीतरी भलतंच वाक्य आपल्या कानावर येतं. So in this way, if it is game, then it is okay. We enjoy that. But in reality, in our real life, this game is very horrible. Because if you start talking about someone or about something and which is not true, which is not proved, then it will be reflected as a lie. Okay, so it is a proverb in English that, or you can say a quotation in English, a lie can run around the world before truth has got its boots on. Okay, it is said that a lie, it travels so fast that even if you think about the truth, what will be the fact behind that, it has reached all around the world. So it is known as we were talking about. You can prove through this picture. See, if a man he starts talking about something which is not sure whether it is true or not, and if he share that news with, suppose in this picture you can see three people. Okay, from these three people, it will be shared among 9 people. These 9 people will share that news without making it prove whether it is fact or not, whether it is reality or not. That news will be shared among so many people, and then that news will be shared among so many people, right? So it is called, what quotation we have seen in the beginning, that a lie can run around the world before the truth has got its boots on. So a lie or a rumor, it travels very fast and people are very interested. Without making sure about it, they are spreading this news and they are sharing this news with each and everyone. And while sharing this news, each one adds something to it. Okay, so rumors are very dangerous. See children, nowadays we all are handling, or we all are on the social networking sites, right? Now we all are going through pandemic, and in the beginning when this horrible situation started, you can see so many news were spreading on the social networking site, and then police department has to look into this matter and then they banned it or they stopped this. Okay, sometimes we read or we listen through the many medias, that is from newspaper or television, that do not believe the rumors. अफवांना बळी पडू नका, because it may cost to your life also. So that's what we are going to learn in today's session. So here we can see some more information about how dangerous the rumor is, or what is a rumor is. A piece of information or a story passed from one person to another without any proof that is true. Okay, it is called a rumor. In Marathi, we call it afwa. A piece of information or a story. Most of the time, it is story. Okay, passed from one person to another without any proof that it is true. It is not proven whether it is true or not. It is called a rumor. Or you can see one more definition here. Rumors are as dumb as the people who started them and as fake as the people who help spread them. Okay, so my dear children, I personally request you that unless and until you are sure about anything, do not share it with someone else. So here in today's session, my dear children, we will learn a story which will prove that how dangerous those rumors are. And it is written in the story The Boy Who Broke the Bank. The story is in a very humorous way, but it, of course, it gives us the message about how dangerous the rumors are. But here in this story, the writer of the story has told us in a humorous way or the funniest way. Okay, so let's know more about the writer who has written this story. You can see the writer of our story, The Boy Who Broke the Bank, and his name is Ruskin Bond, who is born in 1934 and is an Indian author of British descent. वंशाचे ब्रिटिश वंशाचे पण भारतीय लेखक. He lives with his adopted family in London, in Mussoorie, India. Mussoorie, a very beautiful place. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. So he has contributed a large for the child education, and Indian Council for Child Education has noticed this. They have taken the note on this, and he was awarded with many honorable rewards. He got the Sahitya Academy Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra. Then he was also was awarded by Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan honorable awards respectively in 1999 and 2014. So that is the short description or we know about our today's stories author. Now let's begin with the story. Nathu grumbled to himself as he swept the steps of Pipal Nagar Bank, owned by Seth Govindram. He used the small broom hurriedly and carelessly, and the dust, after rising in a cloud above his head, settled down again on the steps. So you can see in picture a boy whose name is Nathu. Okay, he was grumbling. He was showing that he is very critical. He is very angry with the situation. Why was he angry? We will come to know. But here from his act, we can come to know that he is not happy while doing his work. So he was grumbling to himself. Okay, स्वतःशीच बोलत होता. And what was he doing? He was sweeping the steps of the bank. So here we will come to know that he is working for a bank, and the name of that bank is bank is People Nagar Bank, who was owned by the Seth Govind Ram. So you know there are very small banks and which is owned by some individuals. So in those days, this story is from olden days, and he used the small broom hurriedly and carelessly. He was not very keen about his work, and the dust, after rising in a cloud above his head, settled down again on the steps. Means he was not doing his work with heart. For the name's sake, just he was sweeping the steps of the banks. while he was sweeping the steps, while he was doing his work, what happened then? You can see a fellow. Who is he? Look carefully at him. See what he has in his hand? Yes, an iron. So he's Sitaram. He was on his delivery round. He was giving the delivery of the clothes to the people which he has taken for ironing. He had a bundle of freshly pressed clothes balanced on his head. You can see the bundle of clothes on his head. And what did he say to Nathu? We will read it. He told Nathu. What did he tell Nathu? Or he asked something to Nathu. He said, don't raise such dust. Are you annoyed because they are still refusing to pay you an extra 2 rupees a month? He is asking Nathu that why are you so angry? You are annoyed because they are still refusing. They means the bank people to pay you an extra 2 rupees a month. See the salary or the wages or the value of 2 rupees. So in those days even a rupee has a lot of value. So the Nathu has asked to raise his salary just by 2 rupees. But the bank people were not ready to do that. And Sitaram was aware of this. So he's asking की तू का एवढा चिडलायस तुला 2 रुपये वाढवून द्यायला त्यांनी नकार दिला म्हणून तू चिडलायस का? Then what did Nathu replied on his question? Sitaram asked him. Sitaram told him, first of all, he told him, don't raise such dust. Why are you raising such dust? Then he asked him, are you annoyed because they are still refusing to pay you an extra 2 rupees a month? He thought that Nathu has asked him in raise in salary by 2 rupees. See, nowadays you will laugh. What? Only 2 rupees increase or increment? But this story is from olden days. So even the rupee has a lot of value or importance. So when he heard his question, what was his answer? What did Nathu said? He said, I don't wish to talk about it. He was so annoyed that he doesn't wish to talk about on the topic. He said, I haven't even received my regular pay. Leave the thing, the increase in salary, but till they have not paid me. I haven't even received my regular pay. And this is the 20th of month. That 20th of the month means date. Okay. Who would think a bank would hold up a poor man's salary? When the bank is dealing with the money and I am such a poor man, I am a sweeper, but still they are not paying my salary. No one can think about this. As soon as I get my money, I'm off. I'm off means I will go. I'm not going to wait here. Not another week I work in this place. He doesn't want to continue with his work with the bank. He said as soon as they'll pay me my salary, I'm going to leave this job and I'll go from this place. Came to know what is Nathu's problem. Then see that good-hearted person, what did he say? Well, I wish you luck. Okay, he wished him good luck and he continued with that. I'll keep you a lookout. I'll keep a lookout for any jobs that might suit you. So he assured him that he'll keep a lookout. He will try to find a good job which will suit to Nathu. Securing a suitable job to Nathu, he plodded along the road. Plodded means walked heavily because a bundle of clothes on his head. And at the fourth home he visited, he was going home to home for delivering the iron clothes, pressed clothes. He heard the lady of the house mention that she was in need of a sweeper. So he heard that that lady of that house was telling someone that she is in need of a sweeper. So what did he say? He told that lady, I know of a sweeper boy who is looking for work. He can start from next month because that was the 20th day of the month. So he was so wise. See, he said he can start from next month. He is with the bank just now, but they aren't giving him his pay. That and he wants to leave. So here Sitaram is talking about Nathu. When he heard the lady of the house was in need of a sweeper, he told her that I know of a sweeper boy who is looking for work. But he even continued with that he can start from next month, not very soon. And he gave information, provided information about that boy that he is with the bank just now, but they aren't giving him his pay and he wants to leave. Now see here, the story started with this man Sitaram. Now he is talking about Nathu. Okay, now pay attention. Listen carefully. So when that lady heard this, she said, is that so? Well, tell him to come and see me tomorrow. That lady said, it's okay if he wants to, if he wish to work with us from next month, no issues. Then tell him to come and see me tomorrow so that we can discuss about salary and all. And Sitaram glad that he had been of service to both. He has helped to both, to a customer, that is the lady, and his friend. And he hoisted his bag on his shoulder and went his way. You can see here, now he kept, hoisted means raised to the height of the position. He kept the bundle on his shoulder and he went away. He went his way. Okay. Then after that, what happened? How the story takes its turn. Had talk about Nathu and he went his way. Then Mrs. Srivastav, to whom Sitaram was talking, this is one more character from this story. She gave some instructions to her house help, to her ayah about looking after the baby, and told the cook not to be late with the midday meal. So here you can notice one thing, my dear children, that the author of the story is providing us so small, we can say petty details about the characters of the story, and here look at the things how the story gets developed. So the character's name, you can see here she is Mrs. Srivastav, and now she had to do some shopping. She wants to go to the market, and before she leave to market, she gives instruction to her house helps, that is the ayah who looks after her baby, and she had one more house help, that is the cook who was cooking her at her home, and she told her that not to be late with the midday meal, afternoon meal. And then she went out, or she set out for the People Nagar marketplace to make her customary tour of the cloth shop. So here we can see Mrs. Srivastav has left for the market. Where she used to go? Make her customary tour of the cloth shop. Customary, usual or habitual. Okay. Always she used to go to the cloth shop in the People Nagar market. Srivastav has come into the market, and here you can see a tamarind tree, Chinchicha Zhad. And here you can notice, my dear children, that as I told you earlier, author is keeping in front of us the small details so that we can visualize this scene very well. Okay, how he describes this scene? A large shady tamarind tree grew at one end of the bazaar. See here, at some places even he has used some regional language words too. And it was here that Mrs. Srivastav found her friend Mrs. Bhushan. You can see one more lady in the picture. Her name is Mrs. Bhushan, who was sheltering from the heat. So whenever it is very hot, we find the shelter under the tree. So likewise she was standing under the shady tree of the tamarind, and their conversation begins there. She complained of the summer which she affirmed was definitely the hottest in the history of People Nagar. Now see, when two elderly people they meet each other, they start with the topic of climatic situation, how hot it is, how cold it is, how rainy day it was, and so on. So likewise they started their conversation with the climatic situation. Mrs. Bhushan told Mrs. Srivastava that it seems it is the hottest day of the history of the People Nagar, and they started their conversation there. And then Mrs. Bhushan showed Mrs. Srivastav a sample of the cloth she was going to buy. As they were standing in the market for different purpose, they had come to the market, and Mrs. Bhushan wanted to buy some cloth, and she showed that sample of the cloth to Mrs. Srivastav, and for 5 minutes they discussed its shade, its texture and the design. But Mrs. Srivastav was not interested in that topic. She got bored, she got exhausted. So she changed the topic. And what did she told Mrs. Bhushan? Let's read. She said, "Do you know, my dear, that Seth Govindram's bank can't even pay its employees? Only this morning I hears a complaint from their sweeper who hasn't received his wages for over a month." See here, the story begins. Now what did Sitaram told Mrs. Srivastava? That he knew a boy who wished to leave the job with the bank because they haven't paid him. Okay, and now here Mrs. Srivastav added her own words, and what did she told Mrs. Bhushan? That, "Do you know, my dear, that said Govindram's bank can't even pay its employees, means they are short of money. Only this morning means today morning, I hears a complaint that their sweeper who hasn't received his wages for over a month." So now she is sharing the news of not getting salary from the bank to the sweeper. And then what happened? Then when Mrs. Srivastav told or shared that news with Mrs. Bhushan, how was her reaction? Just look at her. She said, "Shocking!" She exclaimed, "Shocking! If they can't pay the sweeper, they must be in a bad way." So now, hear what they are deciding about the bank when they do not know anything about the bank. How's the financial situation of the bank? Both of the ladies, they don't have an idea about it, but still they are giving their expert remark on the situation, financial condition of the bank. If they can't pay the sweeper, they must be in a bad way. They must be in a bad way means in a bad condition. None of others could be getting paid either. Even a small, poor sweeper is not getting his salary in time. Then what other must be getting? It is very sure none of the others could be getting paid either. आता या दोन स्त्रियांनी इकडे आपापली एक्सपर्ट्स ओपिनियन द्यायला सुरुवात केली. काहीच माहित नव्हतं. सीतारामनी नथुला त्याची सॅलरी मिळाली नाही म्हणून तो सोडतोय जॉब एवढंच सांगितलं होतं. पण आता इथे श्रीवास्तवनी मिसेस भूषणला सांगितल्यावर तिने स्वतःच तिथे मत व्यक्त केलं की इवन इफ दे कांट पे द स्वीपर they must be in a bad way, in a bad financial condition. None of the others could be getting paid either. जर एका स्वीपरला सॅलरी देऊ शकत नाही तर कोणाची सॅलरी त्यांना देणं परवडत नसेल किंवा आता या सिच्युएशन मध्ये शक्य नसेल. And then she left Mrs. Srivastav at the tamarind tree and went in search of her husband. So here she had come with her husband in the market, And when she was standing under a tamarind tree, then she met with Mrs. Srivastav. Mrs. Srivastav shared the news of Nathu to her, and after that she left Mrs. Srivastav near that tamarind tree and she went in search of her husband. So here what we have to stop. This is the first part of the story. So we will continue what happened after that in our second part. So be watching, and before that you go through the story from the book and you find out some words that is used by author. Which words? The regional language words. Either it is in Hindi, okay? But those words are not from originally not from English. Okay? So that's all for today.
That's all for today. So you will revise whatever we have learned in today's session. Please subscribe the channel and press the notification button to get the link of next video. Bye bye.